Okay, hi. I'm sorry that we had such a problem last night trying to get this meeting done. So I had to rest afterwards. I was totally exhausted. You know, I had been up and trying to do other things and then get this together, and then it didn't work, and I got this headache. So I said, let me wait and try to do this in the morning. And as I had said to you, you had a lot of questions in that email. So what I'm going to do is I already went through the four choices of people that you were interested in checking out. So I did that, and I also did a regular love spread for you. So I'm going to record this part of it, just the spread with the angel oracle cards, just that. I'll send that to you, and then I'll do the next video with them, and I'll send that to you, and then I'll go through the questions. So, don't worry, there's no change in fee or anything like that. This is just for my convenience and your convenience, and to make it a little more organized. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, so while I was doing the spread, the card that came up for you on the bottom of the Angel Oracle deck was calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, so based on your questions that you asked, this is something that is very much concerning you. What was I going to tell you before? It seems that even though you're still out socializing, you aren't overly optimistic about finding the right person. And but what I was going to say to you, what I was going to go over with you last night, is exactly what kind of person are you trying to attract. And as I've said before, and I don't know if you've seen those videos, but I mentioned it over and over again, that the love that we want, we should be the love that we want. So if you want somebody who is financially stable, you should be financially stable. If you want somebody who is funny, a comedian, or has good jokes, work on being funny yourself. If you want someone who is intellectual, then be intellectual yourself. If you want someone who's going to be kind, be kind. If you want someone who's going to be romantic, then be romantic. Work on even if you're not in a relationship, it doesn't mean that you can't think of romantic things that you would do if you were in a relationship. Do some research if you have to, or just think of little things to do. If you like someone who is a calm person, then be calm. If you want to attract someone who is not abusive, make sure that you aren't abusive yourself. Okay, so anyway, that's first. Let's go on with the reading, okay? The first card I got here for you was engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right, so this, of course, could mean that someone or you or someone around you was getting engaged, but we know that that's not really, anything's possible, but right now, I think what that is referring to is the fact that you do go out and you do socialize and that you do engage with other people, and that's a good thing. The next card that you got was stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. But this card was in the reverse. So as I said, I don't think that you're feeling kind of like not optimistic about your love life. And that's because of the relationships and the situations that you found yourself in over the years, okay? Next card says, but make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so I think what it's saying to you is don't give up on love and make the effort. Next card you got was passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. But this was in the reverse also. And so I guess what it's saying to me is that maybe, you would love to have some passion. You haven't had any in a while. You haven't had that kind of connection in a bit. And so that's why it's coming upside down, because that's not happening for you right now. And the card that you got next was worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So this is telling me that someone is going to come, and that you're going to have to make an effort, to go out there and meet that person. All right, be optimistic about it, but it's going to be worth waiting for. The prayers that you're putting out, or that you will start to put out, the visualizations that you're going to do. Yeah, visualize who you want. If it's any one of those 4 characters, you can. But we'll get to that next. But make a vision board of the kind of guy that you want to meet, the kind of person that you'd like to have a loving relationship with. Sit down and write down what it is that you want. Go through magazines, get pictures, make a little a scrapbook or a vision board in your room. Nobody has to see it. Nobody has to know that you're doing it if that's a problem. And make that your vision. Visualize what you want, ask for what you want, and it will come to you. You can do this. When I was doing first doing the spread for the guys and your number is 8, right? 8 is a number of manifestation, which means that you can manifest whatever it is that you want. You just have to want it bad enough, and you just have to take the steps to get it. Some of those steps would be, as I've said before, doing the vision board, writing exactly what it is, like a shopping list of the qualities that you want, being compatible yourself with the person that you're trying to attract, and setting up an ancestral altar in your home and talking to your ancestors, talking to your divine guiders, who can let you know, first of all, thank them for all that they've done, and how they've protected you, gotten you out of rough situations, paved the way, opened the doors, and then let them know the things that you want. Well, we start off with gratitude, and then we continue with our requests. It's not like they don't know what you want, but they're not going to intervene unless you ask for the help. Okay? So let's remember to do that. You set up a ancestral altar in your home, and that consists of 9 glasses of water, 1 in the center, which would be maybe larger, 8 others around it, and a white candle. Underneath, wherever you have this set up, you're going to draw a circle with some chalk, put 9 lines, 1 line in the middle, and 8 all around, and on top of that you're going to place white cloth, or a doily, some kind of white altar cloth, and on top of that you're going to set the candles, the glasses, so 1 in the center, and then 8 approximately where you've made those lines underneath, right? It doesn't have to be exact because you're covering it with the white cloth, but anyway. You could do this on the desk, on a mantle, on a shelf. You can do it on the floor in the basement. If you do it on the floor in the basement, you don't have to put a white cloth over it. But if you do it like on a shelf or something, yeah, put a doily over it, a white cloth. And after you set up the 9 glasses, you're going to get a 7-day white candle, or if you don't have a 7-day, any white candle. You're going to write your initials, all right, draw the Star of David in the center of the candle. Star of David kind of looks like this, right? A triangle up and a triangle down, okay? And around the triangle, each one of those areas, you're going to write your initials. AB, 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 whatever your initials are, right? Around it. Make sure you rinse the candle off because you want to remove any, negative energies. Cold water. Fill all of those glasses with cold water. And light the candle and set it next to the center glass. If you have the names of your ancestors, people who have crossed over, who are related to you, you write all their names on a piece of paper. When you're talking to them initially, you're going to say Mefere Fun Egun, which is thank you, ancestors. And then you're going to call the names of each one of those ancestors. As you're doing your prayers, your regular prayers, it could be Our Father, our art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. You could also use the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Right? So then that's the 23rd Psalm. And you could also use the 121st Psalm, which I have been, let me just reach over here and get to my Bible. Okay, 121st Psalm. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Okay, so those are the prayers that I like to use, right? But whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever your religious background is, you say those prayers that you want to, and then you, like I said, give thanks to each one of your ancestors, and if you can't remember all of them, then you just say total egun, and that just means everybody. Okay, and like I said, after you've done your mefedefuns and your thank yous to your ancestors for their blessings, then make a request. And you can write it down if you want to and leave it on the boveda underneath the candle, the center candle. The altar, spiritual altar, ancestral altar, boveda. I'll probably say boveda easier because that's what I say all the time. But it's all the same thing. All right, so that's one thing that you might need to do so that you can start manifesting what you are more than capable of manifesting. All right? All right, so worth waiting for. All right, so this is all you. And this row here of cards, same Romance Angel Oracle cards, is either going to be what you need to look for, what you need to be aware of in terms of your love life. Okay, so the first card that came up here was True Love. This could be the romance of a lifetime, right? But this came in the reverse. So I think you're looking for true love and you haven't found it yet. And you're out there looking, because this card fell under the engagement card, all right? Which, again, I said was about you making contact with people, going out, maybe even dating. But whatever your social habits are, you're looking for the true love, but you haven't found it yet, okay? Right. The next card we got was pay attention to the red flags. Exactly. So you need to go over these people that you've been involved with and see what is the common denominator between all of these relationships besides you, of course. Like, what do these people all have in common? And why do you find that attractive? And what caused you all not to be together? And you need to be careful of looking for the red flags. So the red flags could be the common denominator between these guys. All right. But that's something that you have to talk yourself through. It might take a while. It might not be something that you would sit down and do in an hour. But you need to sit down and see what you could have avoided, okay, had you been paying attention to the red flags previously with each of these relationships. And if somebody cheated on you, how did you find out? How long did it take you to find out? And when you found out, what should you, was there something that you should have known? Was there something that you that you should have caught? Something that you, looking back in hindsight now, you know what? That was a signal. That's just me putting on Florida water. Calling in my egg room while I'm working. So that's something that you might want to also check into. All right. So pay attention. And if you are going out and you're dating or socializing with people, asking you out or getting into conversations with them, again, look for the red flags. What does this person have in common with what negative things may they be bringing with them? Okay. If somebody tells you who they are the first time, believe them, right? That's what Maya Angelou says. When they tell you who they are the first time, believe them. People say things about themselves in a joking manner, and then turns out later on that it really ain't that funny. So, again, pay attention, take your time. It's coming, but you're going to try to manifest it in the right way. Okay? Next card. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right? So this is about the men you choose and not the men who choose you. All right? You have to be on top of this. All right? Because men are going to do what they're going to do. People are going to do what they're going to do. And they're going to get away with as much as they can get away with if we allow them. All right? But the most important thing is to take this into your own hands. Free yourself. Take control of the situation. Like I said, you can manifest what you want. Next card that came up here was forgiving and learning. As you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moments. All right, but this was also in the reverse. So this is telling me that you have to do some work. You have to, again, look at the situations, forgive certain people, forgive yourself, first of all, for choosing some of these people, or allowing yourself to stay in situations longer than you should have, maybe. And as you do this and you heal, then you'll be open to attracting what you want. This forgiving and loving in the reverse was directly under the passion card in the reverse. So maybe the reason that you're not getting any passion these days is because you're kind of maybe being closed off, or you're being cautious, or you're bringing too much baggage to the table. All right. So I think, like I said, you might be socializing, attending gatherings and things like that, putting on a friendly face, but you're not really optimistic maybe about the people that you're meeting. I don't know if you're going online and doing that kind of stuff. That might be a way to bring more variety into your choices. The next card that came in was give your relationship a chance. And that was in the upright, very good, which was directly underneath worth waiting for. So that's telling me that a relationship that's coming to you, it may take some work and it may take some time, but give it a chance. All right, then I pulled out the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. All right, and the card that was at the bottom of that deck for you was Find Your Bliss. Again, you can have whatever you want. You're more than capable of manifesting what it is that you want and need. Okay, you just have to know how to use the tools. And the tools that you have are your ancestors. The tools that you have is the divine. And the tool that you have is your own ability to manifest what you want, because that's who you are. And this year should be a good time for that to happen, because there's a lot of powerful, if you want something and go after it, you can have it. Okay. Now, first card of the Conscious Spirit Oracles that came up was Movement Meditation. Okay, so this is about getting out and moving and dancing. All right, I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. But this was in the reverse. So maybe when you're going out, you're not dancing and you're not partying. You might just be sitting. Maybe you're doing the, I'll hold all the I'll watch everybody's pocketbooks move, at the club. Or, maybe you're just so busy being a social butterfly that you're not really getting out there and dancing. But if you are, then you need to do it more. And it also could be talking about doing exercise. So maybe you're not exercising enough. All right. But when you dance, you let a lot of frustrations out. You move parts of your body that maybe you don't normally move. And also, it can be attractive, of course, right? Next card that came up for you here was the water element. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. All right, but this was in the reverse. So this is telling me that you are not going with the flow. That you are, maybe you're feeling that you're getting older and you don't want to be alone. That could be all it is. And so you're kind of being resistant to that. All right, but you are a Virgo. And I don't know, this month Virgo has been having a time of it. And Cancer has also, it seems. But you're concerned about your family, of course. And you feel maybe things aren't going as smoothly there as you would want it to also. But your children are watching what you do and how you're handling this, getting older, the transition, from one year to another. All right. And they're watching the relationships that you go through and how you handle it. And this fell between staying optimistic and paying attention to the red flags. So maybe your kids feel that you keep attracting the wrong guys. Maybe they're not happy with the choices that you make either. The next card that was that came up from the Conscious Angel Oracle was Root Chakra. I have everything I need to survive and grow in the physical plane. Right? So yes, you do. But this was in the reverse also. Again, it's telling me that you're not, again, not optimistic, yes. You're not open to love. You're kind of closed off. And you're not using your tools. But we're going to work on that. Next card we got here was Earth Mother. I'm a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all those who live on her. But this was in the reverse also. So this is telling me, now this is falling between passion, which was in the reverse, and forgiving and learning, which is in the reverse. You may have a problem maybe with a maternal figure, a mother, grandmother, sister, or aunt, someone like that. Maybe that's part of the blockage. Maybe there's issues with their parents in general, and that you haven't done the work to forgive and learn about that. You also could be, again, about yourself, which I said the first person you have to forgive is you. All right, maybe you feel that you haven't done the best job as a parent taking care of your children. Maybe you felt there were some shortcomings. Of course, we all feel like that. Nobody's perfect. These children don't come with instruction booklets. We do the best we can. And yes, they have been exposed maybe to some things that you would have rather they didn't. Or you went out of your way to protect them from things because you wanted to make sure that they weren't affected by these things. But you're not feeling confident that you did the right thing all the time. And that's normal. But if there's an issue with you and a female parent figure, paternal figure, maternal figure, like I said, grandmother, mother, mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, whatever, it might be something that you have to look into and forgive that person. Forgiving them doesn't mean that you condone what they did or you think that what they did was right. forgiving is for you, more for you than it is for them, and it's just, okay, well, that's the choice that they had to make, and people have a right to make a free will. They said that thing, and it wasn't right, but you know what? It's okay. That's on them. That's not my thing. If they said something bad about you and you know it's not true, just leave it in the hands of God. Forgive them for it. God will handle it for you. Excuse me. Next card that came up was your own path. And this was in the upright position. This says, I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. And that came between the worth waiting for and give your relationship a chance. So maybe this time the person that you're going to become involved with is going to be something different, someone different than you normally are attracted to. And so that may, be a little scary, but this is you following your own path to your bliss. So like I said, it could be online dating, somebody at church. Excuse me, I have to take some water. But someone who would be the things that you want and need rather than what you're used to. I think that's what it's trying to tell you. But whatever it is, it's going to be happy for you. So you have the ability to call in your soulmate, and you're going to work on that. And when you do, you're going to find your bliss. So that's great. All right? So the next thing we had here, I'm trying to see, is there anything else that we can get from this first before I go do that? All right, so it's telling you to work on your partnership when you get one and follow your own unique path with courage and strength. All right, so let me see if we can get any more information about that. See if the Yellow Van Zandt cards want to get involved in this conversation. And all right, I don't see it right now, but I'll find it. Okay, so let's see what the Yellow Van Zandt has to say about your situation. What is it that you need to be mindful of? Okay. God can only do for me what God can do through me. Until today, you may have been directing your own life and attempting to produce your own blessings. Until today, just for today, ask for direction. Open yourself to guidance. Give up the need to have things go your way. Open yourself up to God's way. Okay, I say. Could be also what I was saying about meeting somebody in church. I don't know. But God can only do for me what God can do through me. Just for today, ask for directions. Open yourself to guidance. Give up the need to have things go your way. Open yourself up to God's way. Okay. Well, I think that you're doing that. That's why you contacted me, because you want some guidance and some help. And again, you're going to start to become more in tune with the messages that you get from the divine. Okay, let's see if there's anything else here. I'm feeling like she's likely you need to get something else. Okay. Trying to hide what I feel does not work. Until today, you may have understood that harboring feelings. Until today, you may not have understood that harboring feelings creates tensions in a relationship, and that what you feel is an important step towards healing yourself and another. Just for today, lovingly express your feelings in a way that honors yourself and others. Okay, so I think that's what it's saying is that when you get involved in a relationship and you see the red flags, address it immediately in a intelligent, thoughtful, and kind way. All right? Don't let it fester. Don't let things just sit. Or say, oh, maybe I'm overreacting or anything like that. Don't do that. If something bothers you, mention it at least. Okay? And when you have a chance to speak to your new partner, your new boo, sit down and tell them what's bothering you. The same thing goes with any of your relationships, actually, with your kids, co-workers, whatever. If something is bothering you, don't harbor it. Don't come at it in an attack mode, but just question, in a loving, intelligent, professional manner. Tell them how you saw the thing, and is that how they intended it to be seen? And discuss why it's bothering you. Okay? Maybe the person didn't intend that, but that's something that you can determine with a conversation. But if you hold it inside and then when something finally does happen, you blow, then that leads to a lot of extra drama that is unnecessary. Okay? I wanted to look at this Your Own Path card just to see what it was saying for you in this situation. So, follow your own path. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. You are a unique You are a unique spirit and have special gifts to offer the world, but you must follow your own path. Do not allow your friends or family or society to choose it for you. Your path will have obstacles that may seem unsurmountable. They may seem unclear at times, or it may open up brightly and allow you to see far in front of you. The way may seem unclear at times, or it may open up brightly and allow you to see what is far in front of you. Never allow yourself to be deterred. Each part, whether difficult or easy, has specific lessons for you. At times, it may require a leap of faith to take the next step. Move along your path with courage and strength, holding the light of your heart out to guide your way. If you stay true to your heart, your sole purpose, you will receive guidance and support from the universe, and your path will become even more illuminated. By holding steadfast and true to your path, you will help encourage those around you to follow their own unique paths too. All right, so that's nice. All right, so like I said, your children are watching you, so they want to see, how you handle it. They're fine with you being single the rest of your life too, believe that. But they just want you to be safe. That just came to me. They just want you to be safe. All right? So, God can only do for me what God can do through me, and trying to hide what I feel does not work. All right. Find your bliss. All right, so let's see. So that was the part of the reading, the love reading, that was exclusively about you, not these other people. Okay, so you have the ability to manifest what you want, and it will be coming to you when you start to do the work. So let me just move this out of the way so we can get to the next part of this here. And I'd like to put them back pretty soon in case I need them again. And I try to make sure I shuffle them so in case I have to pick them right back up for some reason, they'll be ready. So just give me a quick few seconds here so you can we can go to the next part. Well, so next part of this love part for you was going through all of the people that you mentioned in your email and seeing how you vibe with them, you know, seeing how you match up with them. So let's see. I'm not going to call their names, but if you refer to the email you sent me, I'm doing it each person in that order. So the first person will be the Libra, the second person will be the Cancer, the third person would be the other Libra, and the fourth person would be the Leo, right? Okay, so now this is a card that signifies you. I use these significators because we were dealing with so many different energies, so I figured it'd be best for me to just pull you out as a central character, and Virgo, according to the inner child cards, which is the cards I went over last month for the energies of 2018, and you can refer back to that video, okay, to see more detail about Snow White, okay? And Snow White is number 9, right? No, 9 is Eku in the Ifa religion, Yoruba. Eku is death, all right? And death is changing, transformation, all right? Learning things, reawakening, retreating. But again, anytime 9 show up, we're talking about the ancestors, all right? So your ancestors are covering you in the situation, and they're always around you because you're a Virgo, so that's your number 9, and so be assured that your ancestors are there for you. Now, person number 1, who was a Libra, his card, well, actually his card and number 3, who is the other Libra, their card is 11, the Midas touch. All right, so again, you can go and check out those videos about Libra, and it will give you more details. But this is 11, and this is a year that is supposed to be 11 year. You know, like it's 1, 11, and 11 is supposed to be something very big, but again, about manifestation and power. All right, so that means that these people have the Midas touch. Anything they touch can turn to gold. All right, but they also need to be careful about what they ask for. All right, they may be a little more spontaneous or reckless, maybe, and they may make pronouncements or make choices without thinking about the ramifications of it later. They're very focused on money and good times, opulence, maybe kind of a show-off type. Now the first person, the first Libra, when I did his numbers, he ended up being a 4. And in the numerology guidance cards that I've been using recently, number 4s are perseverance. Okay, so this guy here, Libra guy number 1, his number is perseverance, 4. Now 4 is foundation in the tarot, and perseverance in numerology. So this is something that's steady and solid. This card indicates a time to keep moving forward as you strive to achieve your hopes and dreams. Because despite your current challenges, success is well within your reach. You are never given more than you can handle, and you have the strength and ability to make it through. So face your challenges head on with determination, courage, and faith. With perseverance, you can make your dreams come true. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to cultivate mental resilience and stability, since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life. Make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of life. Cycles that are encouraging you to persevere through your obstacles and challenges. Call on heavenly assistance when you need to and have faith in your ability to create an exceptional life. The affirmation would be, with perseverance and persistence, I can create an exceptional life. So that's for him. All right. And what you said to him about him, that he is an ex of yours, and he's in a relationship right now with a living girlfriend, but you've known him for many, many years. All right, and so between having such a long friendship, and I guess in your mind he's single even though he's living with someone, then you want to know whether or not he was a good choice. Well, you are an 8 and he is a 4, and that is a 12. 1 and 2 is 12. 1 and 2 equals 3. And so that, between the two of you, that would talk about creativity. Creativity. Well, since somebody who all right, well, you'd have to be kind of creative, I guess, if he's living with somebody else, you know. This card indicates a need to reconnect with your creative side to improve your quality of life and align yourself with Source. You're being encouraged to step out of practical, logical mind and the seriousness of life in order to partake in lighthearted endeavors that are stimulating and fun. This is the time to immerse yourself in creative endeavors that lift your spirits and make you feel good. Through playful creative expression, I can make my dreams come true. So, you and he together, Snow White and Midas, you can be creative. Snow White has all the tools that she needs in order to manifest what she needs in her life, because she's learned, she's going through things. And when she finally wakes up, everything's going to be fine. So you and he are a 3. So that's guy number 1, who is a Libra, right? The next person is a Cancer. Cancers are Peter Pan, okay? They don't want to grow up. Right now, Snow White has gotten all her tools. She's awoke and she is ready to do what it is that she needs to do to manifest the things that she wants. Peter Pan is stuck on being a child. He hasn't grown up. He wants somebody to sew his buttons on, right? He wants someone to take care of him. Now, Snow White, we know she's good at taking care of people because she took care of the 7 dwarfs, right? She learned how to mend for them and cook for them and clean for them and whatever. But while they were out working and she was home alone, she's gotten into several little pieces of mischief because she wasn't using her discernment. So this person here is a child that doesn't want to grow up. Now, since Snow White has those nurturing instincts, maybe that is a good match. When I did his numbers, I mean, if that's the kind of relationship you want. When I did his numbers, Mr. Cancer, who you said was caught cheating, his number was 4 also. So, just like number 1, you and he add up to a 3, and that's again about creativity. But I guess people who are cheats need to be creative, right? So, the next person was Libra guy number 2, and you said that he was abusive. Again, the first two, both of them was perseverance. So the same perseverance for Libra, same perseverance for Cancer. Okay, so now we're up to guy number 3, who is a Libra. So again, the Midas touch. But also individuality. I had to get another card for him because it was the same card. So I looked through and found that individuality would stand for this person. All right. And he actually, his number is 11. And we don't have to reduce 11. And this is an 11 year. So if you wanted to be with this person, this would probably be a good year to look into that. But because you've already experienced this person and you said that they were abusive, I don't know why in the name of God he's even on the list. All right, but this is an 11 year and he is an 11, so you could try to pursue this again. So let's look up individuality. You and he together would add up to patience. So you would have to be, he would have to learn patience and you would have to learn patience in order for this relationship to work. 2 is also a number of cooperation and love. So there'd have to be some boundaries set, some patience shown, a lot of cooperation. All right, so that is Libra guy number 2. All right, individuality, number 11. The card indicates a need to embrace your individuality and to be your true, authentic self. Rather than follow the crowd, you're being guided to break away from the pack and take the road less traveled. Instead of feeling like you're a square peg in a round hole, you're being encouraged to build your own square hole. By drawing this card, you are being called upon to step up to the plate. Celebrate your uniqueness. You must have the courage to speak the truth and march to the beat of your own drum, despite the opinions of those around you. What others think of you isn't your business anyway, and it's impossible to please everybody. So you must focus on pleasing yourself. As you honor your individual feelings, your individuality and feelings, you will reclaim your personal power and enhance your connection to Source, which is the divine. When you do so, you can make your dreams come true. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. I embrace my individuality and become my true, authentic self. Now, in the previous reading, you were told to follow your own path, right? So in this reading, this person here is about individuality. So individuality and following your own path, that's the same idea. So this could be good, but I just don't like the fact that he's an abuser. That's crazy, unnecessary. But I don't know if your abuse that you're talking, and not all abuse is abuse, but is it emotional, verbal abuse, or is it physical abuse? A person can work on the way they say things, how they express themselves, and how you receive things. That can be adjusted. Physical abuse, I don't know. That's just not my thing. I can't see that. To me, if you let a man hit you and you stay with him, then you're telling him it's all right that he did that. It's like, to me, it's like a dog that bites a person. That dog can't stay around no more because now he's tasted human blood and he's going to try to get it again. It's the same feeling I feel about physical abuse. And I know it happens, and I know people get past it, and it works out and whatever, but that's just me. So I don't know what kind of abuse it was. Like I said, verbal, emotional, and physical. All these things hurt. All these things leave, impact. They leave scars. You can work, I think, on things that can be, talked through psychologically, prayer, things like that. And I know prayer can change anything. But I don't know. That's just me. I won't take those chances with my physical well-being. And I certainly wouldn't want my children to see that going on in my life. But again, that's personal. That's me. If you feel that you can contend with this, that this person can be controlled or they can control themselves, this is a year for it. The last person here that you asked about is a Leo. Leo, their card is Beauty and the Beast. In the regular tarot, it would be the Strength card, right? So this is a fire sign. Okay. And he's sitting there next to her, and she's not afraid, even though he's a beast. He's gentle. And this is a 8. I said that you were an 8 when I did your numerology. In your numbers, you added up to an 8. And this is an 8. Snow White and Beauty and the Beast. Wow. Just came to me. But if you look at these pictures, there's a whole lot of people in this scene. A whole lot of people. So, this may not be, you might not have a spot in that one, I'm feeling. The numbers, the two of you together add up to 5. And that's talking about change. Now, in the Yoruba tradition, 5 is a number for Oshun, and Oshun is a goddess of love and sweet waters. But in numerology, number 5 is change. This card indicates a time of unexpected and expected change, when anything can happen and usually does. You're being encouraged to think of your life as an adventure in which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment. I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. But this guy is married. So, unless something about that changes, I don't even know why he's on the list either. But, you know these people, I don't. And maybe you were just trying to figure out, of the people that you've been involved with, is there anyone around you that would be coming back into your life? Only if you allow it, and only if you manifest it, you can deal with any of these people again. The Virgo, you're Virgo, and so Libra man number 1 and Cancer, both creative, with you would be would stand for creativity. The next Libra guy and you would require patience. So it might be a lesson in patience, learning patience. And the last person, who is Leo, talks about change. So, I guess if he gets divorced or legally separated, that probably of all of them, he would be the safest bet. But if he's that good of a guy, he may not be going nowhere anytime soon, because women don't run around giving away husbands that easily these days. So, that's what I got for those people. Okay, so, I don't think that your future lies in any of these folks. I think your future lies in someone else. Someone different from many of these people, someone you've never dealt with before. You know what I wanted to do? I'm sorry. I wanted to take an Angel Answers Oracle card for each one of these people. That's what I wanted to do. Now these give like yes, no answers, advice like that. It's an Oracle card, and this is by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Alright, so let's see what Angel Answers Oracle cards say about each one of these guys in relationship to you. I think that's fair. Okay, so. Okay, dear spirits, could you please let me know? Could we look at each one of these people and tell us something that we need to know about the situation in regards to their relationship with our Virgo female, the client. I hope you got your Wi-Fi to work. All right, so we want to find out about this first person who is, okay. All right, so the card that fell for guy number 1, who is the first Libra. This guy here, the first one, is wait. Okay. So let's see what that means. All right, your situation is going to require a little patience. Your angels are not saying no, but they're just saying not yet. Sometimes heaven needs a little extra time to make all the pieces fall perfectly in place. All right, and you and he again got the creativity, number 3 together. So the angels are telling you to wait. They're still working on him. All right. The next person, Cancer, Peter Pan. All right, so let's see what they have to say in regards to you and him pursuing a relationship again. So, thank you, spirits. We need to know about this Cancer and how what our client should do in regards to their relationship. Oh, very nice. You got 2 cards. The first one said, be assertive. The next one says, the situation will improve. Okay, so you got creativity with this person here. And he is a 4. Just like the first person was. He's a Cancer. Be assertive and the situation will improve. Well, let's see what they're talking about here. Situation will improve. Let's do be assertive first because that fell first. Be assertive. And that angel has a key. Interesting. It'd be real interesting if I was reading out of the right book, right? Be assertive. Excuse me. The situation calls for you to take matters into your own hands. You must get clear on your own personal feelings and then pursue the fulfillment of your desires with courage and self-confidence. Ask for what you need without watering down your request in order to satisfy others. Remember that seeing to your own needs is nothing to apologize for. Set boundaries with those around you in order to create a safe and fair environment. Tailor your actions so you can earn the respect from others that you deserve and then move forward. Okay. Be assertive. Now let's see. What was his malfunction? All right. So he got perseverance. Okay, but he's a cheater. All right. So stand up for yourself. Don't allow it. Set your boundaries. So possible. He is a 7 and 7 and 9. I was told a long time ago that through numerology, a person that was a numerologist told me that 7 and 9s cannot exist within each other. But I've come to understand 2 things. That we can tell you the curse, but Ifa can tell you the cure. So I learned that I could, as a 7, live in a 9. But we're talking about not 2 people, we're talking about situations. But when I spoke to my Babalawo about it, he said we would fix that. And it did, and he did fix it, and it's been fine. So far, 20 years, everything's been good. The situation will improve, same guy. So let's see what that says. that was just his. He got his nine. Your nine comes from the Virgo representation of Snow White, and his 7 comes from his representation as Peter Pan. So that was just a significator card, so we don't have to get too crazy about that, because he was an 8. No, you're an 8 and he's a 4. And that's foundational, so he's good. Okay. So again, he's the cheater, but we can, if you set boundaries, the situation will improve, right? Let's see what the cards say. Your angels want you to know that you are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time, and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you, but the effort you put forth will be worth it, and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or ailing relations. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work towards a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. So, this one, number 2, Cancer. Looks like it could possibly work out if you stand up for yourself. Okay, let's go to Libra guy number 2. And we already said that this is about patience. I ordered some lunch, so that might be that's the phone ringing, which is not down here, and that might be them saying that they're here. But we're going to finish this up, and so I can send this to you. I'll get up if they knock at the door, but I don't want to turn this off because I don't know how to edit it to continue it. So you're going to have a little bit of dead air when I go to the door, if that's them. All right, so we're going to check on this person. Number 2. The 2 of you were number 2, and we talked about patience. All right, so let's see what comes up for this person. Thank you. So much snow out there. It's probably hard for them to find a place to park. Okay, for this person, Libra number 2, communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. This seems that you have to speak up for yourself. Maybe you don't do that enough. This situation, okay, this was the abuser, right? This situation requires precise and careful communication. Don't assume that others involved understand what you want or need from them. In-person discussions are preferable, but if that's not possible, make sure that your communication is very thorough. Excuse me one second. That's them. Be right back. Ooh. Hi. Happy New Year.
I was calling you.
Yeah, I was downstairs. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So let's finish this up. Okay. Okay, so communicate clearly. And I had pretty much finished it. I want to make sure. This card can indicate that there has been miscommunication and is creating a challenge where these parties are involved. By clearing up any misunderstandings, you can heal the situation so that everyone can start moving forward again. Okay, so this is saying maybe with this person, patience, okay? Patience and communication. So that would be the key to working on a relationship with that one, if that's what you want to do. Okay, and so the last one, who is the Leo, this guy here. Let's see what's going on with him. And Leo, the card for Leo is an 8. And you're numerologically add up to an 8. And when we put the two of you together, he personally, his number was a 6. So when I finished doing the calculations, he and you were a 5, and a 5 is about change. We said that he's married. So let's see if the change don't come. There's something better. That's what came up on him. There's something better. I'm going to shuffle again for him, but let's just see what that means. Because it could be saying to you, there's something better, or it could be telling him, it could be saying to him, there's something better. There's something better. Heaven has something wonderful in mind for you. However, it's not the same thing you planned. Ask yourself what you would rather have. The very thing you're asking for, or something that would make you much happier and more fulfilled. Sometimes God has joys in store for us that we could never imagine on our own. Open your heart and mind to the possibility that you deserve even more than what you're asking for. Trust your angels to guide you in new and exciting directions. So, I think this is saying that as good a person as he is, the person that they have in store for you is worth waiting for, and something better. Let's give him one more chance. Even though we shouldn't, and I think the reason that they're saying something better is because he's already involved with someone else. And you can do better than that. All right. You don't want to give us anything? I think they're saying that they said it. Something better. Okay. All right, we'll leave that alone. There's something better for you. So, that's for Mr. Leo. All right? Again, it said change. Again, it could be that he's going to change. His situation may change. And maybe that's just something, there's something better that is in store for him. But this one here, situation will improve. Guy number 2, the Cancer, that seems to be most promising if you stand up and assert yourself, speak up and assert yourself. A lot of this is talking about communications. The Midas touch number 1, this guy here, it said wait. So I don't think that he's ready. God is not finished with him yet. So those are the answers about your love life, that condition for you. So between the Romance Angel Oracles and all of these other oracles, I think what we're saying here is that all these relationships that you've had before have had challenges. and you can do better. There's something different. There's someone out there for you that doesn't have these precautions attached to them, okay, and who is going to make you a better match, I feel. We just have to work on you learning how to manifest that and call him in. And that's what you're going to work on for this year, if that's what you choose to do. But I gave you the information about these particular relationships as of today, and what the Spirit is saying to you in regards to that. And you can decide what you want to do, if you want to pursue, or if you want to wait for what God has in store for you. All right? So you can make your own choice, or you can let the divine do their thing. Okay, so I'm going to upload this one for you, and then I'll do another one to answer more of the other questions that you had. Thank you for your patience, and maybe after you get your system on your side fixed, we'll at least get to say hi on Messenger, even if it's not for a reading, okay? All right, darling, I will talk to you in a little bit, all right? And again, thanks for your interest, and I'll be back to you in a little while after I eat my lunch, okay? Talk to you then. Bye-bye.